Hi, I'm Tom Faree, Chairman and CEO of Connected Nation, and it is my honor to welcome you today as we gather to commemorate a very important milestone in the life of our Digital Works program. Today, we will celebrate the 1,000th job placement. At Connected Nation, we believe that everyone should have the opportunity to improve their lives, their families, and their communities, regardless of who they are, where they live, or how they begin. It was from that spirit that our Digital Works program was born in 2013. At that time, we saw the need to improve digital literacy training in both rural and urban communities alike. And since that time, thanks to the commitment of our facilitators, our staff, our wonderful employer partners, and our generous underwriters, Digital Works has evolved into a premier workforce development program, focusing on telework, training, and job placement assistance. Let me be clear. This program addresses head-on the need to provide employment solutions to those areas hit hardest by job loss and chronic unemployment. It provides today's worker with a flexible and viable work solution, even during a pandemic. Now, through our work, we have been able to touch the lives of hundreds of American workers, from single parents to young adults, from senior citizens seeking supplemental income to those of us that wrestle with physical disabilities. And most recently, we are honored to provide assistance and support to the unique employment challenges that confront today's military community of veterans and military spouses. And we are so honored to be here with you today to celebrate this milestone. And it is on my pleasure to recognize the words of the Second Lady of the United States, Karen Pence, a tireless champion herself for military spouse unemployment, with these words. Thank you for your ongoing work to lift up so many lives, including the cherished military families and veterans. The Vice President and I wish to extend the very best to you as you continue to bridge the digital divide and expand your programs into other communities. From our corporate sponsor, AT&T, one of our corporate sponsors, AT&T, President Hood Harris of Kentucky writes, at AT&T, we are honored to support this worthy effort and give back to the men and women who have given so much to our country. Here's to the next 1,000. Thank you, Hood. And from General Jim Iacocca, current chair of the Kentucky Commission on Military Affairs, writes, thank you for what you have done to improve the lives of military families and veterans by providing training that leads to portable jobs, allowing spouses to continue their work as they move around the country. Thank you, General. Now, in just a moment, we're going to cut live to our newest Digital Works facility at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. But before I go, I would like to recognize a few other individuals who couldn't be with us today, but have had a tremendous impact on the program. From its earliest inception, I'd like to recognize Eric Mills for his vision. I'd like to recognize Colonel Blaine Hedges for his instrumental role in helping us connect to the military communities across the country. And I'd like to thank Mr. Chris Peterson, Connected Nation's Vice President of Planning and Development, whose tireless effort provides the leadership worthy of the Digital Works brand. Now, before we go, as a Kentucky-based organization, it gives me no higher honor than to share a few words from a very special Kentuckian to mark this day of celebration.
I am excited to take a moment to celebrate this important milestone with you today. It's no surprise to me that a Kentucky-based nonprofit is working hard to help people, not only here at home, but across this country. Through its Digital Works program, Connected Nation is providing digital skills training and job placement assistance to vulnerable populations. Those include senior citizens, those with physical challenges, young adults, single parents, veterans and military spouses, families in rural areas, and so many more. In light of what we've experienced during COVID-19, it is clear that providing a path for individuals to qualify for and find legitimate online positions is a critical component for our workforce development now and into the future. It means a paycheck even when offices are shut down. Right now, thanks to a grant from the Kentucky Education and Workforce Development Cabinet and additional funding from the Department of Veterans Affairs and AT&T, Digital Works training is being offered virtually to military spouses, veterans, and transitioning soldiers across Kentucky. What began as a brick-and-mortar effort just outside Fort Campbell has now expanded to provide a virtual offering to meet the high demand across the state that's resulted from this pandemic. Thank you, Digital Works, for being flexible and proactive in helping our military families. And congratulations on 1,000 job placements. I look forward to celebrating the next 1,000 with you too. Thanks.
Good morning. I'm Bernie Bogle, CFO of Connected Nation. Governor Beshear said it well. We must provide a path for individuals to qualify for and find legitimate online positions. This truly is a critical component of workforce development. Our Digital Works program addresses the needs by walking individuals through training, program development, resume development, and placement. We remain connected to graduates long after they leave our program. Two familiar faces in our program sent us a special greeting to congratulate everyone on the 1,000th job placement.
Hi everybody, I'm Stu Johnson. I was lucky enough to be on the original leadership team of Digital Works and went on to serve as the Vice President through 2018. I was so glad to touch so many lives from New Mexico to Kentucky, from Michigan to Mississippi, and right here in Ohio, where I'm fortunate enough to continue working with our rock star, Crystal.
Hi, my name's Crystal. I completed Digital Works in 2017. Without Digital Works, I wouldn't be here with wonderful Stu today. I'm pleased that you all have graduated and rock on rock stars.
Congratulations on your 1,000th placement.
Placement.
No limits.
This program is only as successful as it is because of the commitment of our staff and facilitators. They run the classes, they provide support for students and graduates. At times, their coach, their cheerleader, their mentor, and their friends. Through the training and placement process, they become a trusted resource for the students. We have three of these incredible women with us today: Tammy Spring, Chantel Cook, and Jess Golson. I'd like to invite Tammy to come up and say a few words, our operations manager, to tell us a little bit more about what they've done. Tammy?
Thank you, Bernie, Tom, and Connected Nation. I've had the honor and privilege of being part of Digital Works since its inception in 2013. In my role as operations manager, I worked closely with Connected Nation staff and set up Digital Works facilities nationwide. I personally traveled to each new location and trained some of the very finest facilitators, proctors, and program directors. This extraordinary group of individuals then conducted local outreach to raise the awareness of our program within their individual communities. Once students were identified, they worked tirelessly to provide them with the skills required to successfully obtain a work-from-home opportunity. I'd like to take just a moment to recognize all of the Digital Works staff to date who have helped turn dreams into reality. Reaching this particular milestone, 1,000th job placement, would not have been possible without the hard work of each and every one of you. I wish that I could go through the list of names, but there's just too many, and I don't want to forget anyone. You are all very special. Thank you for all that you have done and continue to do on behalf of our amazing Digital Works graduates. In most cases, when a new site is launched, I stay in town to conduct the first Digital Works class myself. So I've had the opportunity to meet and get to know many of our graduates over the course of the last 7 years. I became very familiar with their stories. I got to know them personally, and I will forever be grateful to each and every one of them. They have inspired me with their resilience, courage, and determination. One such individual is Faye Saldana. Faye was actually in one of my very first classes in Logan, Ohio. She graduated in October of 2013 and secured a work-at-home job within just a few weeks. We celebrated her accomplishment. However, Faye wanted more, and it didn't take her long to move up the ladder. She went on to secure 3 separate dedicated lines, one of which enabled her to become an all-state angel. Faye had found her niche. She provided updates and pay stubs regularly and even mentored other Digital Works graduates who were interested in following in her footsteps. In September of 2014, the Logan Digital Works facility welcomed the international Malaysian delegation. They'd heard about Digital Works and were interested in learning more about our job creation program. During their visit, Faye walked in smiling ear to ear. She approached me and asked if I would come outside with her. I excused myself and followed her out the front door. Parked directly in front of our facility was the new Cadillac. I knew that Faye's husband had a Cadillac. However, this was not his. I asked Faye if it was hers, and she quickly responded, yes, but that's not the best part. It's the first time that I have ever purchased a car, and I didn't need a cosigner. That moment will forever be engraved in my memory. I was so very proud of her. Faye continued to excel in her remote career and went on to help countless others, all state angels, along the way. A few years ago, her husband suffered a stroke, and Faye's job kept them afloat until he was able to get back on his feet again. She is an amazing woman, and thanks to Digital Works, she is my friend as well. If you're interested in hearing more stories about our graduates and their stories, let me know. I'm always happy to brag about any of them. They might be strangers when they come to us, but they are family when they graduate. And they are my motivation. What an incredible and humbling journey this has been so far. I look forward to what the future holds for our program and each of our graduates. Thank you very much. We would now like to honor the 1,000th placement, 1,000th Digital Work placement. Courtney Anecki.
Yes, this says Courtney Anecki, 1,000th job recipient, July 27th, 2020. Courtney is a military veteran living in Fort Campbell, Kentucky. She separated from the Army due to concerns with COVID-19, and she needed a remote position. Courtney landed a job 5 days later after her class finished. She went on to pursue a second one. She didn't stop there. It was the second job, once secured, that enabled her to hit the 1,000th job placement.
Please join me in wishing Courtney a very, very job well done. The reason that Courtney could not be with us today is she's working. She's doing exactly what we trained them to do, and I'm so very happy for her and proud of her accomplishments.
Thank you, Tammy. Before we go any further, I would like to take a minute to acknowledge Tammy Spring. Coming from a military family herself, Tammy understands some of the hardships that these individuals face and the families face. Tammy has been devoted to Digital Works for more than 7 years, and she has countless stories to tell you about graduates who, through this program, with her leadership and guidance, has been able to overcome the obstacles that they face and to secure jobs through telework jobs. We hear from graduates who keep in touch with Tammy, and they say she is truly like family. Tammy, thank you for all you do. Please accept this small token from us, which without you, we couldn't have made the 1,000th job placement. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tammy. You're welcome to say a few words if you like.
I don't think I could, but thank you.
Okay. So one thing that you need to know about our program is talent is everywhere you go, but opportunity is not. So how do you bridge talent with opportunity? Opportunity is scarce for so many individuals in so many communities. That's why Digital Works was created and why it's so relevant, especially today. This program creates and expands opportunity so that talented individuals can learn the skills and find the jobs that match their needs. As we close out our celebration, I'd like to thank all past and present partners, staff, sponsors, funders, employers, and participants that shared our vision and made all of this possible. I'd also like to invite others to join us in expanding Digital Works and remote job opportunities to more people, particularly now due to COVID-19. People need viable remote job options more than ever. Today, we're celebrating 1,000 jobs created, but we're confident that with the right partners and the participants, we can match talent with opportunity to create another 1,000 jobs or even 10,000 more jobs. Please reach out to us if you have any questions. We welcome all who would like to come and support military families and veterans and to match opportunities to jobs. Thank you all for attending. It's time now for us to have some cake. Yeah.